Hi, I'm Allie. Join me as I show you how to do this Snow Crystal Pendant. You can also turn it into a necklace with some simple cord and just throwing a couple beads on. It's also really cute to hang on a Christmas tree as a little ornament as well. If you need any materials, go ahead and look below the video in the description to get links to get back to the website, which has all the colors listed. Gather up your supplies and let's get started. So to get started with our snowflake pendant or ornament here, we are going to begin in the middle, and we're beginning with our SuperDuo beads in a collection of 6. I have a size 8 dragon thread in white on my needle, which is a size 10 needle that I'm working with. And I've added 6 of my SuperDuos. I also have here 4mm round pearls, 4mm bicones, 8 OC beads, and 11 OC beads along with a wire guard. The first thing I'm going to do is bring those 6 SuperDuos down to the base of my thread, which is about 4 feet. I'm going to tie this into a knot. Tie it into a square knot here, and that is my center section. I'm going to make these SuperDuos space out evenly, but I'm not going to worry about the interior. I'm going to go to the exterior. So I'm going to sew through the next 1 or 2 SuperDuos. And then what we're going to do is step up. Step up means we're going from one hole to the other hole. So we're going from the interior hole to the exterior hole. And from here, we are going to add 1 of our 8 OC beads between each one of our SuperDuo second hole. You're going to do this around 6 times since you have those 6 beads that you're spacing out. Sorry, I keep getting caught on my thread zap over there. Going through here. After we go through here and add 180 in between each, we're going to do a little bit more to add a right angle weave unit as well. So you're going to sew through the first 8 OC bead that you added and out. Once you're out there, add 3 more 8 OC beads and go back through the same 8 OC bead that your thread was coming out of, as well as the next SuperDuo and 8 OC bead next in line. That's going to put that little snowflake look of a little frost hanging out between. 3 beads go on, back through the bead you're coming out of, and through the next SuperDuo and the next 8 O. Once again, just like the start, we are going through and doing this a total of 6 times to get that right angle weave unit. Now, if you want to and you know right angle weave, you could certainly have done this all at the start. It's just nice to reinforce and go through and do this after the fact because it gets another strand of thread through the middle, especially if you're going to be using it as an ornament, just to stiffen it up a little bit. It's also why I like using the thickest of the dragon threads for this, again, to keep it as a stiff project. Through the last one, we're going back through the bead that our thread was coming out of, through the SuperDuo, and then again through the next 8 OC bead. We're going to get higher up on this snowflake, and you can see it's a cute little earring just as is. And we're going to go up a little bit further into the right angle weave unit, and we are going to come out through the top of the 8 OC bead. So in each little right angle weave unit here, that collection of 4 beads, we're going to go through and we are going to catch on to that collection of 4 beads. First, we're going to add our SuperDuos to the top. We're adding 3 new SuperDuos, 1, 2, and 3. Just like we did below, we're going back through that same 8 OC bead to put those 3 SuperDuos just kind of hanging there at the top. And then we're going to go through and we are going to add an 8-0, a pearl, and an 8-0, and go to the next top bead and do the same thing. So 8-0, then your pearl, then your 8-0. You're going to go over to the next top of the next little frost peak there. After doing so, add 1, 2, and 3 new SuperDuos. Back through the bead our thread is currently coming out of. And then once again, in between those little frost sections, 8 4mm pearl, 8 OC bead, and into the next. That's going to get the little tips of our SuperDuos and the pearls in between. It's hard to see even with the gray base here the collection of seed beads that's going on here, but if you look at the sample piece, it should form a nice triangle. The 4 that were part of the right angle unit, and then the 1 on either side that comes from the 8/0 Pearl 8/0 collection. Keep going around and adding your 3 SuperDuos at the top of the frost peaks that you created, and then adding the 8/0 Pearl 8/0 and sewing into the next one of the peaks. As you're finishing your last connection here, which is your 8 Pearl 8, I'm going to give a nice tight pull. This should lay nice and flat and should not be going in concave or convex at all. We are going to now step up into our SuperDuo. So we're coming out of the top of that little frost peak 8/0 seed bead where we started this last row with our SuperDuos. We're going to go through hole number 1 of SuperDuo 1, 2, and out SuperDuo 3. As we go out SuperDuo 3, I want you to do a nice step up, stepping up from the interior to the exterior hole. Coming out the exterior hole the whole way around, we're going to add an 8 and an 11, and then go through the second hole of the SuperDuos, doing the same thing on the opposite side, and then 11, 4, 11 connecting to the next unit. So here we're going to do an 8 and an 11 through the middle SuperDuo, reversing it 11 and 8 through that third SuperDuo there. I'm just going to give a nice tight pull, try to get rid of some of that extra thread showing right there. And we'll be able to correct that and get rid of some of that extra thread as well. Coming out then, we're going to do an 11 4mm bicone. Now, obviously, if you want more of the pearl look, you can certainly do that as well. And then you're going to go up into, after adding that 11, 4, 11, up into the second hole of the next unit. 8, 11 into the SuperDuo, 11, 8 into the SuperDuo. From here, 11 4mm bicone, 11, and into the next unit. So it's very, very simple to get this next look, which really does shine like crazy. Right now we're putting in the same color, and it's interesting how this one looks a lot more blue next to the silver. You can do both for different color mix completely. I'm going to go around, and then the last thing we're going to do is add our wire guard at the top to connect to our tree or our pendant, and we're going to add a little seed beads to make it really, really pop on the exterior. Go around and complete your connection of your second hole of your SuperDuos with the crystals in between. As you proceed and add in the last 11, 4, 11, connecting the last of your SuperDuos here, I want you to bring your thread and needle out through the first 11, 0 near the interior SuperDuo from that row around. Here what we're going to do is add 3 more seed beads to go around the point of that SuperDuo bead. 1, 2, 3 seed beads get added. And you're just going to go down through that line on the opposite side, down through the 11, 8 SuperDuo. And now we're going to reinforce as we go around the circle, sewing back through the 11 4mm crystal, 11 through the SuperDuo, through the 8/0, through the 11/0, and up. Sometimes you can get there in one swoop like I just did with my needle and thread. Sometimes you have to take it out halfway in between after a bead. 3 more seed beads get added to go around that point, and then down to the next one. That's the second point. So 4 more to go. But on the very last point, we are going to add our wire guard. So go ahead and do 3 more. Actually, you might as well do the 4th because we add the wire guard on after the fact. Upon entering your last collection of 3 seed beads here on the point of your pendant, you are going to want to use a wire guard. So you can either go over to the first one that you did, or we'll just hang out here. I'm down near the interior of that SuperDuo bead here, around bead number 1, thread coming out. I'm going to go into the first hole of the SuperDuo, and I'm going to reverse the thread. I'm going to go into the middle SuperDuo, hole number 1. Then I'm going to go into hole number 2, and out. From here, I'm going to go up through seed bead number 1 of that group of 3 that we just added. You can add your wire guard there, or if you want to add a little bit more length on, you can do that as well with an additional pearl or additional crystal. Since I didn't do it on the first one, you can see here if you just go up through. And actually, since I didn't here, let's go ahead and add on an additional 11-0, then a pearl, then a wire guard. So I'll show you both ways to do it. Down through the wire guard on the opposite side. At the same time, back through the pearl. And just out the pearl, not out through the 11 after. You'll see that the wire guards often are sitting kind of in an open setting. I'm going to take my needle nose pliers and just kind of pinch that to make it a little bit more rounded. This also could be an earring as well too. It's about 1.5 inches long, about 2 inches long. Add another 11-0. Go into bead number 3 in that group of 3 at the top there. And in. And that's just going to make that sit right along the top of that piece. I'm going to reinforce going through the wire guard, going up through bead number 1, go through the first bead that you added before your pearl, go through the pearl, through the wire guard. You can see I'm trying to do it in one position there. Back down through the wire guard, back down through the pearl. If you remember or you know which way, you want to try to go down through the 11-0 seed bead after the pearl that you did not come up. So I'm going to go down through the pearl one more time. Down through the 11-0 that's after. Down through the 11-0 along the side, and then I'm going to let my needle just keep going. Now, if you want to, and you want to use this as a very stiff element, all you need to do is go around the outer edge one more time with your thread and needle the whole way around the exterior edge. I want to hold it up just so you can see how it's not really very loose, but if you do want to stiffen it up, you totally can. This is great for a bigger earring. I'll hold it up so you can see what it looks like as a bigger earring. It also works really well as a pendant or even for an ornament for the Christmas tree. You can even get a personalized charm and hang down a little charm, or do one with the paint markers with an initial, or even write the year on it to make it something special. After you go through and reinforce, or if you want to stiffen it up, you're just going to take your thread and needle, weave back through towards the middle, and then bring the thread ends together and just burn them off towards this middle and center of the design to finish up your snowflake pendant. Thanks so much for joining me in creating this snow crystal pendant. Remember, you can put it on a simple necklace, you can hang it from a Christmas tree, and if you need any supplies and the exact listing of materials, look below the video in the description, hit that little show more button in that box. That will get you to links back to our website so you can purchase anything you need. As always, if you haven't yet, hit that little subscribe button so you don't miss anything from us here at PotomacBeads. Happy holidays, everyone. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more inspirational designs.